Oh, good morning. Just arrived at work, doing a little car makeup again, as per my usual. I don't know why it's so hard for me to just get up early enough to do this at work, but today I'm early, so I have time, so it's fine. But I don't know, it's just one of those things. I don't like doing it at home. I'd rather get out of the house first. So anyway, thought it'd be a nice time for a little chat. Today I'm going to be doing a little day in my life. Day in my life as a writer with a full-time job. So right now we're doing the work portion, going to work, getting back on track. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately is, especially like because I do have a 9-to-5 right now. I have a full-time job, which I am grateful for this job. It's a job that I needed, and it's serving its purpose. And as far as jobs go, it's fine. It's really fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a job. Something I've been really thinking about lately is how if you're a creative person, and I shouldn't say that. Everybody's creative, I feel like, in some facet of their life. But I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're the type of person who wants to pursue their creativity in a more full-time way, or you just want to work for yourself, like that's your end game, is you want to be self-employed in some capacity, that it's really hard to get the support of like society. Society is very much like, no, don't do that, because if you stay at your job, then you have benefits, then you have security, then you have stability, 401k, blah blah blah, which I get, and a lot of us need that. A lot of us really need health insurance. Personally, I really think all of us just need freaking cheaper healthcare, but that's neither here nor there. Nothing I can do about that in this conversation. But it's been interesting to me, just a few people that have kind of talked about some of these like long-term goals that I have, like wanting to eventually someday work for myself, wanting to eventually someday have published books, wanting to eventually someday just be more independent financially and with my time. Most of the people that I've shared that with, which is not that many, it's not like they're against it, but there's this like hesitation, this pushback, always. That's hard to take sometimes, when it's especially coming from people that you like, love or respect, and they mean well when they say stuff like that. Like, oh, I don't know if you should do that, like just do your hobby in your spare time, and blah blah. Which I get, I get where they're coming from, but it's also like, well, but that's what you want. You want that version of life. That's not what I want. That's not what I want, which is what I just said. So anyway, this is all to say, just really hitting home for me lately, not to take advice from people. You can still like take advice and like hear everybody out, especially because people that love you and respect you are going to mean well when they give you advice. So you can still listen and take it in and process. But don't take people's advice to heart if those people aren't living the life that you want to live. Because the ways that they're going to get to their end goals are different than yours. Duh. I'm really talking to myself right now, but if anybody else can relate to that. Anyways, I'm getting ready for work, going to work, and tonight I'm going to get a little writing in, so let's get to it. Okay. So it is the next day, end of the work day, the next day. So two-parter writing vlog day. Sorry about that. I don't know. Yesterday, life happens sometimes, you know? Just was not feeling it. By the time I got off work and got done doing all my chores, I was pooped and I didn't write, you know? Say la vie, what can you do? So here we are. Today is Wednesday, the 24th, and about to get on some writing time. There's a couple of people doing some writing sprints, so I think I might join in on that just for a little motivation. I think I'm late. I think they started a while ago, but it's fine. We're gonna jump in with them, get a little motivation going, and first I think we're gonna make a little tea. A little writing time, tea time. All right, we got the tea. Oh, yep, okay. We got the tea. I got my coffee is a hug in a mug cup, which I like, but I feel like maybe it's blasphemy to drink tea out of it. I don't know. Am I going to hell? Probably. Don't tell anybody. Oh, it's really hot. Oh, it's so hot. I'm sorry if that was horrible. I hate it when people do that. Maybe I don't. I don't know. What am I saying? It's cute when little kids do it. I'm not a little kid. Yes, I am. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy tired. This is gonna be a good time. All right. Has anybody read, what is it called? Manacled? Can you see me? Has anybody read Manacled? Is that what it's called? It's the Draco and Hermione fan fiction, Harry Potter fan fiction. Has anybody read that? I first of all, I want to read it because it sounds great and I've heard it's really good. I haven't read it yet. I want to, but the reason I bring it up is because I've had this idea for this story for a long time that is essentially a Lord of the Rings fan fiction. It's silly, but I never thought that I'd actually write it, but I can't get it out of my head. So I feel like I need to. It's silly. It's dark too. I don't know what's wrong with me. My brain, it's kind of dark. But I'm gonna do it because it's what it's been on my brain a lot. And I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is unless I actually get something out. But if I do, I'll tell you what it's about. I'll just say if you've read or watched Lord of the Rings, it's mostly about Legolas and Gimli and another character that I've invented. And I'm gonna leave you with that. And I'm gonna start putting some of it out. Maybe it'll get out of my brain and I'll have other thoughts now that aren't just this strange fan fiction that I've got in my mind. So anyway. Okay, so we got about 800 words, 853, I think, in this little stint, which is great. It's way more than I had before, so I'll take it. It took me a little longer than I thought. It took like almost 2 hours of sitting there. So a little bit longer than I would have liked, but that's only because I have some other chores I gotta do before bed. But yeah, got some good writing in. Caught the last like half an hour of their sprint, so that was kind of fun. It's definitely motivating, like being around other people who are writing and in the middle of the project. I did start writing one of the scenes from this fan fiction that I've been thinking about for a long time. So that was kind of fun. It's funny because this sort of like fan fiction story that I've concocted, the scene that I really wanted to write just now is sort of like right in the middle of the story. Truthfully, I actually don't know how it begins. But I know that this is not, what I wrote today was not the beginning of what I've imagined. It's smack dab in the middle. That kind of makes sense, right? Because the middle is sort of like where things pick up and, you know, get interesting, I suppose. So that kind of makes sense. But I will tell you that that scene is a breakup scene. And it kind of made me think that would actually be potentially like a really fun place to begin the whole story, is with the breakup. And then doing like flashbacks to before the breakup. But maybe not, I don't know. Well, yeah, actually I think that would kind of make sense for the character arc that I'm thinking of. So that could kind of make sense. But it also made me realize, so I've never written a full novel before yet, but something that I realized is I mean, time will tell. We'll see. Maybe I'll be changing my tune here in a little bit, but I think I'm a pantser. I don't think plotting is going to work well for me because I get a lot of ideas while I go. So I don't know. People who can map their whole story out before they've written it is amazing to me. What is your secret? I've never been able to do that. Even in school, when I had to write like a 30-page essay, literally, I just do it all in one shot because I could not figure out how to write it in pieces. I had to just write it all at once. Listen, it worked for me. It did. I usually did pretty well on those papers. Not to toot my own horn, but that's just how my brain works, is I gotta just do it at once. But you know what? I don't think that 30-page paper, night before it's due kind of plan is going to work for an actual novel that's like, 80,000 words. Well, it could, but that's going to be a long weekend. So I probably shouldn't do that. Oh, hi guys. So today is Sunday the 28th, and we're wrapping up the vlog. I'm going to spend some time writing right now and working through some of my weekly goals a little bit. Gonna get some journaling done and then kind of check in on where I'm at as far as my weekly goals and get some writing in. We got our coffee, and we have coffee in the coffee mug this time. So I don't know what that means other than I think we're ready for the day. I'm gonna light a candle, get some good lo-fi music going, I think, to set the mood. Oh, you like our our empty, it's blank, I guess, our blank empty shelf back here, a new shelf. Trying to organize our office a little bit. There's nothing on it yet, so, it's blank. Full of possibilities. Like my future, which is hopefully not blank and just full of possibilities. But, here we go. This candle from Bath & Body Works is my favorite scent ever. Whoa, that looks kind of intense, doesn't it? Bergamot Waters. It is bergamot, blue waters, and sandalwood. It's very, I don't know how else to describe it. It's really good. It smells delightful. So that's my favorite. If you're looking for a candle recommendation, I've only really found that particular combo at Bath & Body Works. If y'all know anywhere else to find it, let me know, because that's all I want. It's the only candle I want. The sweet candles are nice. Like we have like a butterscotch one that was given to me, and it still smells good,
but I just want to eat it. So I don't really like having candles that I want to eat because I can't eat them. So it's a bummer. Anyway, journal time. So we got a journal in for the day and use my calendar, weekly calendar to kind of write out goals for the week, 75 hard challenge, and otherwise. It's kind of helpful for me to have my goals sort of broken out into the different types. So personal, creative, stuff that's work. I don't know. It kind of clogs up my brain if I have stuff like, you know, writing schedule right next to laundry, dishes. I don't know. I need them like this is for this and this is for that. And then just kind of helps me to break them out. So I have some that are work related, kind of broke them out into 4. Well, you cannot see that at all. This is a really light pen, but I broke them out into 4 categories. That's kind of how we broke out our goals for the week. And then I wrote for a while, continuing on my Lord of the Rings fan fiction, and it's fun. I don't know. This is not something I think I'll ever show anybody probably, but it's something that it's not easy for me to write per se, but it's like I already kind of have the story mapped out in my head. So right now it really allows me to just focus on the practice of writing itself, which is awesome. So this is kind of working for me. So I'm going to keep doing it. It works for me. I'm getting a lot of words on page. So that's a success, you know, that's great. So wrap up the vlog for this week. It's going good. You know, it's hard to find time to write with a 9 to 5. I think for a lot of people, it's hard for me. I think, well, even if you're not working a 9 to 5, I think just like making that your focus is difficult. It can be. And I've definitely been struggling with that since I started this whole 75 hard. I'm struggling to find the right balance that works for me. But I think we're getting back on track. So definitely like evening writing during the work week is good for me right now. And then a lot like longer writing time on the weekend. It sounds kind of like oversimplified, I think, when I say it like that, but that's really all it is. I just need to make sure that during the week I get in some writing and don't just do it all on the weekend. So there's more consistency, because it's definitely hard for me when there's a big break in between. And then also, you know, I get down on myself because I haven't written in a long time, and then there's also and it's also hard to get in the groove, and I'm like beating myself up a bunch. So it's like double difficult to get back into it. So more consistently, and for me, and what that looks like is I need to write during the week too, and not just on the weekend. So, but I reached my 3,000 word goal of the week. So that's great. And I'm getting some of the story out that's kind of been in my mind for a long time. Just finally felt compelled to put it somewhere. And so it's kind of fun. So end of the vlog this week, and thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time. Bye.